Today's horoscope, Pisces September 21st, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Today's moon sign shift elevates your curiosity and boosts your desire for variety. However, with the Sun and Neptune forming its annual opposition today, you may not be seeing people plainly and situations realistically. It's even more possible that others are not seeing you correctly, and you should try your best not to encourage this, as tempting as it may be, to avoid discomfort in the present since it works against you ultimately. You may want to escape if someone seems to be pressuring you for a definite response or commitment. Since it's far better to attach yourself to dreams that inspire you than those that let you down, don't be afraid of holes you might see in your current plans and visions. While this yearly opposition has been happening while Neptune has been in your sign for many years, this is the last one, and things are shifting. However, it's best to avoid drawing final conclusions today. Today will not be a good day. While you so often have the greatest sense of hope, you also know the depths of never-ending despair. As the mighty Sun stands across from you in the sky in your solar house of partnerships, he will drown beneath the waves of ethereal Neptune orbiting in your solar house of identity, your zodiac sign. Conflicts in relationships are practically guaranteed, and singles must be cautious about who they speak to and connect with today. In all honesty, it may be best to chalk today up as a moment for deep reflection rather than interaction. Be clear about your boundaries and expectations at work. Usually, you might be very go with the flow about work issues and other missteps. However, it might be helpful to put your foot down when the Sun in Virgo opposes Neptune retrograde in your sign. Think about what you want from your working relationships and commitments. Once you have a clear idea of your boundaries and expectations, you should let your colleagues know where you stand. Doing so can help alleviate potential stressors down the road, like being taken advantage of in your work arrangements. You thrive on having a secret plan. This is nothing to be ashamed of. Secret plans are really pacts you make with yourself, a way of challenging yourself and being protected at the same time from public scrutiny. Now is a great time to isolate a particular health goal, improve your skin by drinking copious amounts of water throughout the day, improve your muscle tone with furtive workouts, or save your pennies and treat yourself to a relaxing getaway when possible. The rather difficult vibrations of the last few days have tended to evolve positively. But for the moment, don't try to make a project that is close to your heart concrete. Let yourself go with your intuition and take note of your change in mindset, notably in the way you work. If you travel, read, or take interest in subjects that you know little about, you will see that your ideas bear fruit rapidly. Until then, stop turning your back on all that is new. In love, things will be evolving favorably, but this doesn't mean that you are at the end of your path in this regard. 2 days after the Sun and Moon clash during an eclipsing full moon that may have tested the balance between your personal needs and your relationship needs, they are now back in harmony with perfect timing. As the Sun enters its final 3 days in your relationship sector, the Moon moves into your communication sector, restoring confidence and making it easier to express any issues that arose. Additionally, this shift coincides with the peak of the Sun's positive aspect to Uranus in your communication sector, bringing strong support from communication influences. Just days after clashing as an eclipsing full moon, the Sun and Moon are not only back in harmony but with perfect timing. Just by returning to your communication sector, the Moon will help to give anything flushed out earlier in the week a voice. However, it not only comes just as the Sun moves into his final 3 days in your relationship sector, but just as he is teaming up with planets in your communication sector to give your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Daily Planetary Overview. The Sun in Virgo opposes Neptune retrograde in Pisces today, and the universe is sending you a powerful message. It's time to be honest with yourself. This is one of those moments when you're invited to take a hard look in the mirror, not just to see your reflection but to truly acknowledge what's going on beneath the surface. What do you see? It's possible that there's something you've been avoiding or an area of your life you've been less than honest with yourself about. We all do it from time to time, whether it's about a relationship, a habit, or even how we feel about ourselves. But today, the stars are offering you a chance to face that truth and, in doing so, set yourself free. In fact, today's cosmic energy could make it the perfect time to engage in meaningful conversations, especially the ones that might have felt difficult or uncomfortable. Think about a time when you approached a tense situation with calmness and diplomacy. Do you remember how that shifted the dynamic, turning what could have been a conflict into an opportunity for resolution? That's the power you hold today. You have a unique ability to stay calm, composed, and diplomatic, even in heated discussions. This makes it an ideal day to clear the air with loved ones, settle old misunderstandings, or even renegotiate terms at work. Sometimes, one open and honest conversation can bring people closer together and clear up tension that's been building for months. So, what's been weighing on your mind lately? Is there a boundary with a friend or loved one that you've been meaning to clarify? Or maybe a responsibility at work that you're ready to redefine? Take a moment to think about what you'd like to shift or realign, and feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Sometimes, just voicing your intentions can be the first step toward making them a reality. By putting it out there, you set the wheels of change in motion. Even though today's energy is positive and supportive, it's important to remember that patience will be key. There's always the possibility of misunderstandings or tension, and how you handle these moments will make all the difference. Have you ever been in a conversation where emotions started to flare up, and afterward, you wished you had taken a step back before responding? Today's energy encourages you to keep a cool head and avoid saying anything you might regret later. Even if things get heated, staying calm will help you prevent unnecessary disruptions to your plans or relationships. A great way to manage any built-up frustration or restlessness is through physical activity. Whether it's a walk in nature, a quick workout, or even just some gentle stretching, moving your body can help release pent-up energy and clear your mind. And don't forget to stay hydrated. Sometimes something as simple as drinking enough water can make a huge difference in how balanced and clear-headed you feel. One of the most beautiful aspects of today's energy is how it highlights your authenticity. Your openness and honesty will shine through in everything you do, and people will be drawn to that. Have you ever noticed how, when you show up as your true self, it has a ripple effect? When you're genuine, it gives others permission to be authentic, too, creating an atmosphere of positivity and connection. Think back to a time when your words or actions had an unexpectedly positive impact on someone else. Today, you have the opportunity to create those moments. By showing up with kindness and honesty, you not only uplift yourself but also everyone around you. At work, things are starting to click into place. If you've been feeling overwhelmed or like you've been spinning your wheels earlier this week, you might notice that today, things begin to flow more smoothly. That heavy sense of stress is easing up, giving you space to focus on what truly excites you. Have you been waiting for the right moment to dive into a project that fuels your passion? Well, now is that time. The universe is giving you the green light to start something new, to put your creativity into action, and to follow the ideas that light you up inside. Today, as you move through these transformative energies, take a moment to reflect on the changes you want to make and the truths you're ready to embrace. How are you stepping into your authenticity, and what new possibilities are opening up for you? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Feel free to share them in the comments. Let's continue to lift each other up as we navigate this day of clarity, connection, and growth. Together, we can make the most of the opportunities that lie ahead.